What if I told you the future of football isn't just shifting to Saudi Arabia? It's being priced there with record-breaking money, and the global game has no choice but to watch. Football has always been ruled by Europe, the Premier League, La Liga, Champions League nights. But now, Saudi Arabia is trying to flip the script, and they are not just signing players, they are spending billions to control the business side of the football.
Could a Saudi club be on the agenda of your list of purchases?
They react. Good. This is good. It's my
Now let's look at the numbers. In 2023, Saudi clubs spent almost $1 billion on transfers in just one summer. That was more than Spain, Germany, Italy, and France combined. Only the Premier League spends more. But here is the crazy part. Those same Saudi clubs made back less than $5 million from selling players. So this was not business. It was investment, pure cash injection. The kind of money that can change an entire market. And the wages. Cristiano Ronaldo set the tone.
this big decision in my life, but I give the word to this club for the opportunity.
Over $200 million a year at Al Nassr. Neymar followed with over $150 million at Al Hilal. Even new arrivals like Kingsley Coman are earning $18 million a year, more than most Premier League stars. This isn't about matching Europe, it's about blowing Europe out of the water. Saudi Arabia is saying, if you are a top player, you don't need Madrid, Manchester, or Munich. We can pay you triple. But here is where it gets interesting. This is not just about transfers, it's about media rights. Saudi Arabia signed a $900 million riyal deal, about $240 million, to broadcast the Saudi Pro League for 3 years. Domestically, that's $800 million in TV revenue. Globally, they are pulling in another $100 million per year from international broadcasters. And now, to go even further, the Saudi Public Investment Fund just dropped $1 billion into one of the biggest streaming platforms in football. This is not random. They don't just want players, they want your screen. They want control of how the world watches football. Sponsorships are another piece of the puzzle. The league's title sponsor, Rojin, pays $25 million a year. Total sponsorship money, $54 million per season. Team money compared to the Premier League billions. But here is the difference. Rojin is not just any company. It's backed by the same Saudi sovereign wealth fund that owns the clubs. So essentially, Saudi Arabia is paying itself to grow football. It's an ecosystem. Money circulates but always stays in the house. Now the biggest question, is this a smart investment or is Saudi football just burning cash? Let's check. Right now, the Saudi Pro League is valued at about $800 million. By 2030, projects say it could be worth over $2 billion. That's a huge jump. And the 2034 World Cup in Riyadh, new mega stadium like the 92,000 seat King Salman Stadium, tourism growth. This is not just football, it's economics, it's global branding, and the Saudis see it as a long-term play. But the risk, we've seen this before. China tried. They threw money at players, and within 5 years, the bubble burst. Saudi Arabia is betting their system is different, and because this isn't private owners throwing cash, this is a sovereign wealth fund worth $700 billion, and they don't run out of money. While Saudi is rising, Europe is worried. Clubs like Bayern, Barcelona, even Manchester United, they can't compete with these salaries. Sponsorships and TV rights may shift if Saudi grows global viewership. Young players are now being targeted, not just aging stars. This is not just one last paycheck for veterans. This is a threat to Europe's monopoly on football, and it comes down to finance. So where does this end? Will Saudi Arabia build build a self-sustaining football empire, or is this just sports washing, pumping money with no profit plan? The truth is this: right now, it doesn't even matter because the Saudi Pro League has already changed football financial map. Every contract, every transfer, every TV deal in Europe is now negotiated. One question: can we match Saudi money? So here is the billion-dollar question: is Saudi Arabia buying football, or are they building the future of football finance? Can the Saudi Pro League really become the new Premier League by 2030, or will it end like China, a short-term explosion that fades away? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me this: if you were a player, would you take the money or stay in Europe for legacy? Like this video, subscribe for more football finance deep dives, because trust me, the story is just getting started. Thank you for watching this video.